So now we're going to go ahead and talk about the gallery. The gallery is a place built into Smart Notebook that allows you to easily find clip art or interactive elements or backgrounds for your pages to make your lessons a little bit more appealing or more interactive. To reach the gallery, all you have to do is click on this little picture icon over here, and there you are. Now, the gallery has many types of files. You have static pictures, clip art type files that you can look at. You have interactive and multimedia elements, whether it's a flash file, whether it's a audio file or a movie file, just things that are interactive and or multimedia that can be inserted into your lesson. You also have notebook files and pages, which are basically backgrounds that go in just for that page that you can utilize, like a train or a house or dot paper, things of that nature. And you also have backgrounds and themes, which would actually change the entire presentation, so you can make sure you have an ABC background for every single slide, or use a theme to have your text and everything be a certain way, certain color, certain font, all that sort of thing. Now, there are 6,705 items currently in the gallery, so finding what you want just by browsing through could take a long time. So there's a search button built in that lets us search just for what it is we're interested in. Let's say we're trying to find dice. It'll find all the mentions of dice in the keywords and show you what was found. First thing you're going to see is the related folders, all the folders that have dice in them in some way. So you could look and see if there's other things in those folders you might like to use as well. If you didn't want that, you can go straight to pictures. This will show you, for example, cubes, or a blue die that shows the number 2 on top, and so on. Interactive and multimedia, you have your flash files, different types of dice that you can do. Let's grab the black die, pull this one out. Because it's interactive, I can go ahead and click on this, and it's going to pick a random number, 3. Or this time we get, 3 again, look at that. Or 1, and so on. So if you're trying to demonstrate dice in, say, a math class, you can actually pull out 2 dice and roll them both, and you can see what happens. Oh, not paste. Some other options here. We have a consonant dice, we have keyword dice, we have an image die. What's nice about some of these, like the image and the keyword, if you pull this out, you'll have these little arrows. These arrows mean that you actually get to add elements to the die on their own. So if you're trying to do a review game with some keywords, some definitions, or things like that, you can type those keywords in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Click on your arrow. So when you roll the die, it's going to show one of those random words that were typed in. Alright, so that's your interactive ones. And then you have your notebook files and pages, so we could take a look at some of those as well. Now, once you insert an item, an object, into Smart Notebook, there's a couple things that we should probably take a look at. And this will hold true whether it's a gallery item or even just a text, piece of text that you'd put in before. If you click on your item, there's a couple things we want to look at. First, there's this green circle at the top. If you go up to it, your cursor turns into that circle again. You can rotate it around. In the bottom right-hand corner, there's a white circle that's called a handle. If you click that and drag, you can shrink or enlarge your picture. If you click the down arrow, there's even more options. Clone is going to make a copy. Cut will cut it out, but also put it into your clipboard so you can paste it in somewhere else. Copy will make a copy and then paste it somewhere else. Paste will take what's on the clipboard and paste it somewhere else. You have delete. Picture transparency is going to let you pick certain parts of the picture to make transparent. So right now we're looking at the dice with their shadows. Maybe we don't want those shadows. We go ahead and click on them with the dropper, and now the shadows are gone from that particular picture of dice. If we right click again, we can lock it in place. We could make it so that you can't move it at all. We could make it so you are allowed to move it, but you can't change the picture. Or we can make it so you can move it and rotate it, but you can't change the size. What's nice about that particular one, if I was to take something that was drawn like that, I can use lock, but allow move. So now I can take what I drew, move it anywhere I want, but because it's locked, I can't erase it. And that's a really nice feature to use as well. You can add a link to a item. You can add a sound to an item, so that when you click on it, it'll play the link or the sound. You also have the option to flip the item, left, right, or up, down. If we did left, right, it would look like this. If we did up, down, it would do something like that. And we also have order. Everything on your slide is in a layer. You have your bottom layer is this picture right now, and then there's another layer on top of that, another layer on top of that. If we change the order, and maybe we bring this one all the way to the front, now it covers up everything else because it's on the top layer. That's all that's talking about. So your gallery tab allows you to find elements that you can plug into your presentation, whether it's static pictures, interactive and multimedia elements, backgrounds for your slides, themes, things of that nature. That's the gallery tab. There you go.